Вы уже заценили видео, которое я вчера выложил? Если нет, то бегом смотреть. Трансляцию, запись посмотрите. Или хотя бы после трансляции идите, загляните. Я играл там с Сейка на стоку. И вот я буду продолжать там играть. Я позавчера поиграл, вчера отмонтировал, сегодня выложил. А сегодня мы будем в Геншине продолжать играть в в события. Да. Причем я там даже концовочку сделал в это видео. И теперь я сделал себе концовочку, которая мне довольно понравилась. Спойлерить я ее, конечно, не буду. Но вы сможете ее понаблюдать. Хе-хе-хе. Еще там куча мемов делал.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Вот, я в новых наушниках, скорее всего, у меня даже лучше слышен звук микрофона. Да. Отлично, звук микрофона нормальный. Теперь мы идем выполнять ежедневки. Вот здесь еще простецкая ежедневка прям. Простецкая, просто вот так вот. И вот так вот. Это вообще завис. Пока наблюдал. Здесь что, эти охотники за сокровищами или... Да, охотники за сокровищами. Ой, какие охотники? Похитители сокровищ.
Leave it all to Sparks and Flash!
Да, кстати, я стал эту все-таки качать Сенлин. Правда, пока что оно у меня 62 уровня. Но зато я и таланты прокачал, получается, 5-6. Это мне нахрен не нужно. Ну, связите мне были. Это я, по-моему, не менял. У меня немножко не достают критов. А. Да. Ой. Вот это вот до первого урон поставил, потому что здесь поставил на крит. Ага. Надо, чтобы здесь был в крит шанс. Это уже максимальное. И это максимальное. И это максимальное. Почти. А, нет, это не максимальное. Чё я? А. Понял. Стоп, в смысле, у меня же были артефакты. Ладно. Надо еще и на эмблему походить, и сюда походить. Короче, много где надо походить. Да, много где надо походить. Но хотя бы более-менее стала националка работать. Может, мне и Корфу надо дать. Хотя мастерство стихии это и очень полезно. Хотя вот здесь должно быть мастерство стихии, либо восстановление энергии. Вот, и если бы я одну из этих поставил, я бы мог ей сюда вот так вот сделать. Да. Мне надо до конца вот эти два артефакта прокачать. Причем мне здесь нужно было бы с шансом. А то что это такое у меня вот вообще, блин? Вот, вы, кстати, мои новые наушнички могли бы заценить. Нет, конечно, там вряд ли бы нормально они были бы видны, но это на Сейка на сток. Опять же, реклама Сейка на сток. Да. Дайте мне, пожалуйста, во тьме вспышку. Пошло я нафиг, понял. Сколько я здесь сделал? 6. Да, я такими усилиями ни на громовой путь не накоплю, ни на... В принципе, я могу Йоймию пропустить, выкрутить громовой пульс. Громовой пульс. Фильтр стрелковый. И... Ни на кого... На фиш... Громовой пульс. В принципе, нормально пока что. Я его для Тартали приберегу. Тут вообще не важно, оказывается. А, 10 минералов добудем сами по себе. Ага. Чё, все еще собаки боишься? Уже это... Почти год у меня здесь стоишь. Лохушка. Давайте-ка я полечу все-таки. Ой, а вкусное богатырство. У меня уже заканчивается. Ау! А я хотел райда на Щогуна использовать, а вы решили за меня. Я понял. Я вас понял, я вас принял и ведем Манштадт. Потому что это мое любимое место. Эй, надо... Мне и книжки, и семена. Я думаю, мне хотя бы 80 уровень вкачать, то...
Ad Astra Abyss.
Как ее, господи.
Thank
Сянлины
you for
нормально
completing.
будет пока что. У меня ресурсов на проживание не хватает, а вы мне тут Сянлин качали.
Ad Astra.
Хотя сейчас события там штуки 3-4 для прохождения, по-моему. Ой, какой 3-4? 2-3. Так что нормально. Жить буду. Так, давайте-ка я сразу националку выставлю. Чтобы потом не бегать. Так,
Gonna be
Беннет.
epic.
Беннет, Синлин. Жалко то, что у Кли ульта спадает. Блять, надо...
Just sharpen my spear.
Надо было
I
ее
won't
качать,
hold
а
you
не
back.
Беннета.
Much.
Это ее вкачал, не понял зачем и оставил.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Отлично. Ну что, пошли. Пары таяния. 12 раз. Ёбаный рот.
Gotcha.
Eat this.
Let's light it up. Things are about to get dicey. Everybody stand back. Busted.
Кто из вас сильный? А! Серьезно?
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Teamwork is strength. You're toast. Inazuma shines eternal.
Пока ульти накопим. У 22 нормально. Причем у меня даже не вкачанная ее кнопка. А, процветание, ё-моё. А чё тут иной расплавленный квадрат? А, понял. Так, давайте-ка. Тупик. Лавачурл. С синевым панцирем. 12 пар летать.
Quietly now.
Booba, get them.
Things are about to get dicey.
Я забыл.
Going in.
Let's light it up. Busted. Adventure. Quietly now. Let's light it up!
Господи.
There is no escape! Here comes the catch. Teamwork is true! You're toast! Torn to oblivion!
Race you!
Let's light it up! Things are about to get dicey. I'm going in! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Nice and spicy!
Я не понял, это что такое?
There is no escape! Gotcha!
Я уже все.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Quietly now. Let's light it up! Really?
Nice and spicy!
Busted! Let's light it up!
А в смысле, я же...
Booba, get them!
Не, надо заново.
Nice and spicy!
Let's light it up! Gotcha!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Adventure time! Off we go! Let's light it up! Adventure... Quietly now. Off we go! Take it easy. Here comes the catch. Teamwork is dreamwork!
Eat this!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Nice and spicy!
Gotcha! Game's up! Fun's over! I'm going in! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Teamwork is dreamwork! Shine
Понял.
down. Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Ой, понял. Ладно, дайте коршун.
Busted! There is no escape! Shine down!
Так, теперь.
Quietly now.
Ешка запущена. Бляха. А, забыл. Так, сейчас подойду.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Так, все, Рейден убрала свою вот эту вот мешательную штуку. Молодец.
Light it up! Gotcha. Boba, get them! Shoot, I can't... Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Here comes the catch. I'm going in! You're toast! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Shine down! Busted! Illusion shattered! Everybody stand back! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Gotcha! Take it easy. Boba, get them! Busted. Take it easy. Here comes the catch. Teamwork is dreamwork! You're toast! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Нужна пачка посильнее.
Illusion shattered!
Ой. Да пошел ты. Эта вся ситуация показывает то, что мне нужно прокачать персонажа, да? Понял. Я вас понял. Нет, с другой стороны, я теряю только 4 предмета элемент. Ой, прокачки. Подожди. Типа стоит вопрос только Моры. Так, хорошо. Я вас понял.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Excellent. Going in. Yeah. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Quietly now. Illusion shattered.
Лох.
Busted.
Я, по-моему, могу создать, кстати. Да, я могу. Отлично.
Gotcha.
Да, знал бы я, ну, точнее, ну, не то чтобы знал бы. Посмотрел бы я раньше, я бы уже давно прокачал бы.
Welcome. How can I help you?
В то же время Корфу. Да нифига ты. По-моему, не помню. Пять.
Ancient alchemy, truly.
Вот, и сколько стоит ваш... Гроза драконов, каменное копье одинаково выглядит. А чуть-чуть не хватает, чтобы прокачать за один раз до 90-го. Ну ладно.
Strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Busted.
Out of the frying pan.
Я не понимаю, почему он засчитывает только одну реакцию за...
Don't worry, I got this.
Он засчитывает только одну реакцию за тик. А в секунду... Господи, как минимум 12 секунд надо потратить.
Boba, get them!
Gutsy. Take it easy.
Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy. Boba, get them!
Gotcha.
Да ты еблан.
Game's up. Fighting's over.
Everybody stand back!
Eat this!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Nice and spicy.
Illusion shattered!
Race you!
Here comes the catch.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey, yeah!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Quietly now.
Boba, get them!
Game's up. Fun's over.
I'm going in!
Не, я не могу. Я сдаюсь. Для меня это сложно.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Shine down! Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Here comes the cash.
Everybody stand back! Eat this!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Gotcha.
Нормально. Двенадцать. Вы сейчас не прихуели, разработчики?
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Things are about to get dicey.
I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Сука! Беннет, пидорас! Из-за тебя проебал и эту ульту, и твою ульту, пидор. Пошли накапливать.
Adventure. Let's light it up. Let's light it up.
Busted. Gotcha. Quietly now.
There is no escape! Absurd!
Может, вишня? Дошло.
Shine down! Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Take it easy. Game's up.
Teamwork is true.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Winging it wasn't the best idea. Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Everybody stand the... Eat this!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Quietly now.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Here comes the cash.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Things are about to get dicey.
I'm going in. Eat this!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Мне команда не прис... Блядь. Пошло не нахуй. Что здесь надо? Россия. А если бы у меня был бы только один аналог ГГ? Ай. Ой.
Another test subject. Another test subject.
Suffocate. Я вас понял.
Gotcha.
Have a little taste.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Yeah.
assault!
Steady as stone.
Pay your dues.
Here comes the cash.
Stand clear.
Busted.
Prepare yourself.
Things are about to get dicey.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 6308. Time to go.
Вот это вот легко. А второе я наверняка так просто не пройду. Каким образом я там прошел вообще? Тупик. Ой, не знаю, не знаю. Еще подойду.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo. One client, two clients, three clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Так. Давай попробую.
Another test
Direct
subject.
assault!
Gotcha.
Stand clear.
Suffocate.
Animal test 6308.
There's no end to this.
I must leave.
Quietly now. Here comes the cash.
Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2. Higher, higher. Hands on fire. Animal test 6308. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
А куда ты целишься, дура?
Gotcha.
Stand clear.
Blink. Game's up.
Let me amuse myself a little. Lots over! Absorption test. Animal hypostasis and you. Steady as stone. Over here. Let me amuse myself a little. Animal test 60.
Не понял.
Over here. See? Time to go.
Круто, где твой урон? Хули ты рекетуешь?
Leave it all to me.
Блять, куда делся урон Кутао? Блять. Серьезно? Я, блять, вот это ей поставил.
To my hammer. Suffocate.
Busted. Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Direct assault!
Want a taste of my hammer?
Are you here to play with your catch? Stand clear. Squirrel, Mark 2. Draw's over.
Вот мой урон.
Absorption test. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Things are about to get dicey.
Higher, higher, hands on fire. Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis. Win it! Stand clear. Steady as.
Gotcha.
This isn't good. One after another. As a good knight should. The insolent shout.
А ты-то нахуй здесь. Ехай нахуй.
Swallow, Mark 2.
Here comes the catch.
Draw's over.
Вот эти дополнительные враги, на которых не надо обращать внимание, отвлекают. Что такое? Блять. Не, ну это я чувствую, я могу.
Stay clear.
Have a taste of this!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Messed up. What?
Need to make adjustments.
My hammer.
Busted.
Stand clear. Ta. Absorption test. Ta. Stand clear.
Suffocate.
There's no end to this.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Things are about to get dicey.
I must leave no. Let me amuse myself a little.
Блять, автоприцел, ты можешь перестать целиться, пожалуйста? Как этот автоприцел гребаный отрубить? Он только мешает. Все из-за гребаного автоприцела, который нахрена-то целится не туда. Как его отрубить? Я помню, его можно было отрубить. Сука. Я не буду этот тупик проходить, блин, заебал. Ради, блядь, 4 вот этих хреней страдать, пошли они нахуй. Вот у меня здесь 45 дадут. Пошли эмблему фармить, блин.
As per our contract. The campaign begins.
Oh, how exciting! Clee can help.
Next on the agenda.
И при этом у меня нормально собранная хутау. 43 на 244. Да, крит шанс можно и больше набрать, но я пока не могу.
Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
No touching. Leave it up to me.
Ой, я еще когда уеду, я вообще тут прокачивать не смогу.
denied. I must leave no... Next on the agenda.
А, мне 41 на 192? Чё? Когда я тебе успел? Боже, 180. Не 100. Чё? Я ж тебе РТ вроде не менял. А может я... Нет. Ладно. Интересно. Бездной. Ай, понедельник только, серьезно. Ладно.
As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me. Опять без критов-то, господи. Ладно, хотя бы накрыть шанс. Но я все равно ей не могу его поставить, потому что здесь куча крит урона.
and frost. This is long overdue.
I must leave no access denied. No touching.
Born of ice and frost.
Ладно. Сколько у меня? Нормально. Четыре. 4 блюда осталось, офигеть. Ладно, давайте гору пройдем. Вроде говорят, она у него там веселая. Я и Мика уже.
Ла-ла-ла.
Капец.
There is no escape.
Бедный город. Что-то нет. Стоп.
I really can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth. A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care. Don't you agree?
Не ожидал
No
такое.
need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
How do you know? Don't
Ладно.
be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a...
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on... In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why? Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get... It's you! Oh, thank goodness. Please save me.
Oh, I didn't expect to meet you here.
Ты тоже
We
меня
were
милашку
just talking
называешь, разве?
about tails. Goro has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it? Goro, now do you understand how appealing your
Он же
tail
безумно
is?
ее боится. Почему он так спокойно рядом с ней стоит?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously. We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All right. I won't tease the two of you any. Do make the most of your trip here, won't you? Quite. I wish you both a fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
Всегда.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be sorry that you had to see that? The real reason I'm here at Yae Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency. Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, we've had much. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the shogunate. I hadn't counted on running. I've interacted with her a few times before, but I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is... I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine. Really? That would be great. To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, so I have to overcome it, for their sake. As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yae Miko again. First things first. I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when... Good plan! Let's see. Where should we start? Now that you mention it, I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them. I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere. So this is Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman. Hi! Hi! So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about... 10 blankets, please? Okay, I'll settle the check. The price seems pretty cheap to me. In which case, no need to haggle, right? I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled... I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond. This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily trick. Something I'm more? Maybe, That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake. Wait a sec. If you think about this, a cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be... Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough. So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice? What a shame. I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly? Fatui? Then it looks like a trick. Let's go give it a try.
Там разве обитает Фатуи? О! Ни разу не видел Фатуи.
I've dealt with Fatui before, but I always end up against those big, stocky guys. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years. Really? That's very kind. But still, I think that I should aim to look more muscular than my subordinates at the very least. I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from that way. Our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me.
И если ты идешь типа в бой, ты должен быть скрытным.
But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time? What? I smell danger! Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have... No, wait! Behind you! It wasn't my imagination! They really...
Что вы дали ему? О, молодцы, Фавоний. Ой, Геншин нормально дали, молодцы.
Charge!
Time to clean up. Leave it all to me.
А, если везде да? Да. Мне, по-моему, эти два есть.
An unfortunate fault! Police!
You can't run!
Everyone on me!
As a good knight should.
Да со спины его убил.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Charge! Finally, some quiet. It's all fun and games until the real... That little interruption has really ruined the mood. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options? What do you mean? Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quick. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't know if the time is right. I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me. Let's do it! Time for a make or break.
Так, ага, это два разных варианта, нормально.
And we're back. Don't worry. My head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island, so bring it on! This feels like... Yes, it definitely... no. It's not that you do a bad impression of her. More like... something is... I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really... It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide. Like she can just peer in, and even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. But it also means that I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating. Are you serious? I'd love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy...
Я, кстати, пытаюсь держаться, чтобы не сохранить видео, у меня как памяти на консоли нет.
All right. The next step is to...
О, ты будешь с Райден есть?
This is so good. It's certainly a rarity in the camp. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then it usually means meat and wine, not dessert.
Нифига себе, вино, а вы где там вино находите? Сами готовите?
So, Thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them.
Я вернулся.
But, as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint. Wow, don't... that's so sweet.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
Ай, сохранил, зараза. Протупил. Протупил. О, не-не-не, я не хочу тарталью. Тарталью я перейду на его ранее. А, чё? Ладно. Потом в любом случае придет к тортику, ладно. Ах, я круга лишился. Ну и ладно.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at. Sorry that you had to see. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what things. I've never been good at. I could probably deal. You're right. Okay. Whatever you think. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that the odds were stacked against us that day, and the resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that that box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Thank you so much.
I'm afraid, don't worry. The item you are looking for is safe and sound. The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoard.
That's strange. I buried that.
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning the adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail, but when we went to dig up the stolen items, we found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain for now. All we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of treasure.
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask?
This is where the difficulty arises. To date, we have still not been able to locate.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved. Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, it's very important to me, so the sooner I get it...
That is, however, many adventurers have investigated this case. If the two of you are still interested in taking the case...
Yes, it seems like with any luck, we might be able to find some clues there. Well, actually, since it's come up, what hot pot? So they call it a tea house despite the fact that it is obviously a hot pot restaurant? Anyway, let's...
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning. Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some. Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
Are you here to investigate the recent theft as well? We're grateful for the assistance. However, it was Tarumaru's #2 reserve fund that they stole. They struck late at night while there was no one in the surrounding area. By the time we realized, it was too late. They left enough clues for us to retrieve the box, but we found no trace of the group of treasure hoarders who dared to target our tea house. I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all.
О, Тарумару, здорово.
Oh, Tarumaru, what are you doing? How strange. I don't know what's...
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders are hiding. How can I describe it? It's like listening to a regional dialect. A lot of it goes over my head, but I can still get the general gist. Anyway, he says he was there at the scene of the crime. The treasure hoarders didn't see Tarumaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole conversation. Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Tarumaru didn't dare to bark loudly, so he just had to...
Oh, no wonder, poor boy. He's been acting more anxious than usual lately, and is always looking outside.
Yes, that... Okay, I think Tarumaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a... He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The leader's name is Kosuke, and the second in command is called Yasuhisa. The leader's scent indicated he was probably from the Narukami Island area, while the 2 newcomers in the team... Thank you, Tarumaru. It must have been hard for you, knowing the details of the crime but not being able to communicate. Don't you worry. We'll take care of everything from here. We will definitely get your belongings back.
Короче, если заведете собаку, не ведите туда гору.
Let's go there in person. We might not have any troops with us, but between the
Да
two of
собака
us, we
расскажет,
should
когда
be
вы
able to
там
deal with a
это
handful of petty
занимаетесь
thieves.
чем угодно, но... Да их в бездне до хера все время, я их побеждаю у одной левой с помощью 4 человек. А, под островом, господи, какого хрена я там делал?
I think we're getting close. There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
Another test subject.
Illusion shattered. Steady as stone.
А, я в этот раз ты не вышел помогать, спасибо.
Finally. You're open. Done.
This is bizarre. How would...
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah, and I still maintain that I'm right in principle. I can't believe we got caught. Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey, kid! Who the heck are you guys anyway?
We shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the Resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have things so much better here, and this is how you choose to live your life? We should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this, anything.
That's enough! Tie them up and take them away. Oh, come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be so heavy-handed. But thieves still have to be punished. Let's escort...
Ага. Эхе. Энитаю. Красота. Красивые виды. О, красивые виды прям. По-моему, оно стало больше, чем было.
I am pleased to confirm that these are indeed the... I didn't expect you to catch them so quickly, especially with... In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list here, please...
Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here. They belong... So, let's head there.
На самом деле это не та коробка. Ах, завораживающие виды.
We're way behind schedule.
One, two, three... Some personal items that once belonged to the water bottles, towels, knee guards. Just everyday items, but each one, we all knew going into that battle that the odds of survival were slim. Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind. You see, their swords and polearms broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry. And many of them couldn't write very well, so they couldn't even leave a letter. In the end, all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items, artifacts of their daily lives. My soldiers trusted me, but I failed. Then they trusted me with these. And instead of honoring their last wishes right away, I had to hastily bury them. And every time something like this happens, I tell myself that by the next time I'm faced with... Yeah. But right now, let me just mourn them for a little while longer.
Здорово, погадай мне. Ха. Тут у него какой-то излинированный.
Let's leave the pursuit of those aspirations to the youth. Let's leave the pursuit of those aspirations to the youth.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Let's leave the pursuit of those aspirations to the youth. Let's leave the pursuit of those aspirations to the youth.
There was definitely something sorry that you had to see that. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what things are. I've never been good. I could probably. You're. Really? Well, in that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yai. They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that. Yai Miko just handed me the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yai Publishing.
Почему именно ты? А мы знаем.
Next on the agenda.
Ах, скоро ты все знаешь. Наверняка. Мы же знаем твое альтер-эго. Мы знаем, в какой костюм ты одевался. Должен был ради косплея.
This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yai Publishing House later. Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them. Great. Let's write the replies together. Let me see here. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a love. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating fast. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much. What's your take? Well, I don't know what it's like to be in love, but I'll reply like this then. It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you, no matter where that may be. What? Really? But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away. I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway. Come on, my neighbor is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversations. He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when the most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense? That makes sense too. Giving the neighbor an ultimatum would likely harm, but the letter also makes it clear that no matter how many hints the writer gives him, the neighbor, in that case, How about why not ask to borrow some money from your neighbor? Any sum he agrees to lend you can be used to offset the amount he owes. Even if he refuses to lend to you, at least by asking to borrow from him, you are sending him the message that your own financial position is far from optimal. And he will be unlikely to ask you... I don't know. But it's worth a try. The most important thing is to muster the courage to resist and not give the other person the impression. And we're done with that letter. The next one seems longer.
Это же гениально,
Let me
занять
see.
у человека, который вам должен, столько же, сколько он был вам должен. И теперь сказать ему то, что как бы ты-то деньги ты мне должен был.
Hello, I was born on Narukami Island and now I'm a... So, this is from one of my troops? Most likely. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yai Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact, so I can't be sure who exactly this is. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt decree, and my anger drove me to join the resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed... Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the Shogun. How should I reply to him? Let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave, but if making them stay causes them pain, I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. That should do it. I'll be okay. Come on, Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time.
Shogun must have her reasons.
Ah, great. That's all the thank you for all your hard work, Missy.
Господин Город.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to help. Could I trouble you to come back to what I want to find that soldier? Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways. But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong. People can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I'm... Great! Then let's head off!
Госпожа Хина, блин. Как они это куда? О! Да ладно. Это, наверное, новые книги. Архив, так, материалы, книги. Потому что я все скупал, я помню. Вот. Так, легенда о клинке закончилась. И вот Снежная принцесса Иши. Ой. А, он теперь не показывает, какие томы недоступны. А, не показывает. У меня нету 7-го. А, только 7-го нет. 4-й. И все. Зато мы закончили это. Скоро я какой-нибудь закончу. Ну, когда-нибудь.
Next on the agenda.
General Goro. And Captain of Swords. General
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while...
Certainly, General Goro. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we know. But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army, and a lot of people were Do you still have much contact?
To be honest, we're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost... We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest, and besides, everyone's...
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk...
So that's really how it goes, huh? I know. It's okay. I just...
You know, having said all that, they're...
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs.
We're your troops, General Goro. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapons again at a moment's notice. Long live the resistance!
Yes, that's the way it should be. I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training.
Ah, General Goro, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been waiting at the camp for a long time. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not waiting there in vain.
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Denjiro is right. No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
General Goro, I would like to request I know this may seem very abrupt, and
It's all right.
back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree, and so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
Miss Hina? Who's that?
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her.
General Goro.
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each. If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General. I'll take my leave then. Take care of your...
Take care. That was... Or should I say, it was for... This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face.
А тебе разве не здесь надо было проще высадить? То ты куда-то в Сумеру поплыл. Или в Фонтейну.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Теперь надо все обосрать, да?
We're way behind schedule.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies? I just hope I don't have an... Anyway, the... Ah, you want to scout ahead? Yeah, that works. This way, if Yai Miko's... But stay sharp, okay? If you spot her... I mean,
Я понял. Я Мика, дружище, давай встретимся.
All right, everyone, settle down. We are gathered here today, united by a common purpose. Well, of course, it's to tell the whole world about how wonderful and excellent, how gentle she is, how understanding she is, how delightfully mischievous she can be. We can all testify to the great joy that Miss Hina has brought to our lives. But my friends, there are so many people out there in this world we can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina? Friends, I found one! Someone needs our help!
Shh, calm your voice down. Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about She is gentle, kind, understanding. She is the brightest star in our sky. Here, have
Для
this
седого
pamphlet.
человека у тебя слишком молодой голос.
So, what do you think? Oh, my apologies! In my excitement, I forgot to give... Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life? It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column. We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received... Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister.
There's no mistaking it. Just from her letters, I can feel that she respects me. She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from... Except when it comes to the topic of romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there. But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
Recently, the column went through a low period where it just wasn't popular. Fortunately, Yae Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started.
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She's the... And so, when we heard that Yae Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together and to witness this grand moment in history. Please, gaze upon the...
We're way behind schedule.
Так, а вот ее изображение.
Next on the agenda.
Oh, hey, there you are. Whew, that's good. I just finished writing my replies, so I was about to head to Yae Publishing House. Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is something... They made quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so I felt like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so much, by this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up. Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these... I'm really looking forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always... But those obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems... So I'm not about to let them down. But Yae Publishing House isn't far... Besides, this way, if,
Помянем.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Гора, готовь булки.
Strange. I don't come here often. Is it like... Hey, there seems to be some commotion.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina... Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. Secondly, fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're... And finally, we are here today because Miss Hina has brought us together. But yes, we...
Always make her proud and...
Oh, so this... I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go. Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used to give before going into battle. Something's up, isn't it? Did something happen?
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina. I see. Well, one way or another, fate...
sorry.
Well, now's as good as... Miss Hina is gentle, kind, and considerate.
Oh, well, she sounds like... She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
But he's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
Shh! Have you forgotten?
At least let's take a photo.
Friend, may we? We borrowed a camera specifically to witness the official
sure. Why do they want to take a picture with me? All right. That should do it. Right. I should really...
Make way, everyone. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space.
Hey, everybody! It's Miss Hina! Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious, too. Let's go over and take a... Huh? Why? As curious as I am to see what all the fuss is about, it'll have to wait until next time. So, please...
Сейчас подойду.
It's so nice to de-stress.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Surely you'd be more interested in the protagonist to discover their ability to stone.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Adding capabilities to the characters.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Adding capabilities to the characters.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
А ведь этот билборд приносили во время барабанов фестиваля. Он здесь остался. Подожди, его же не было. Подожди, а он это останется, я надеюсь, если... Удалился. А я понял, надо тогда будет это метку пройти, я хочу его оставить.
There was definitely something... Sorry that you had to see... Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what things... I've never been good at I could probably deal... Really? To be honest, this is... So... I have to... As soon as I've worked through this... First things first, though. Good plan. Start by studying some... But... Where...
Нифига, изучить территорию, блин.
I had an idea on the way here. Many of my army comrades are older than me, and I'm sure that handling this kind of situation must be second nature to them. But I can't just go to them and say, hey, I'm no good at this. So instead, I'm going to go with a cover story. That...
Это все такие... Это всегда такое. У меня есть один друг.
I see. So, you're saying that you're...
Yes. So, I'm here on my friend's behalf.
Based on my experience, the easy... well, you see, General Goru, General Goru's friend, I mean, always listens intently when other people are talking, no matter who the other person is. General Goru's friend treats them all equally, which, don't get me wrong, is something I admire very much, but the other side of the coin is that it makes General Goru's friend very susceptible. Something like that is bothering you, your best bet is simply to not give the other party your full, undivided attention. Don't hang on their every word, and when they ask a difficult question, just gloss over it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. So that...
Well, it's something to try. Going through the motions is a skill that everyone has to get the hang of as they get older. I'm guessing General Goro's friend...
Well, on my friend's behalf?
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I heard that Miwa from Sangonomiya Shrine is also in... She's supposed to be good with interpersonal stuff. It can't hurt...
Makes sense. All right. Most people who wish to have an audience with Her Excellency usually start by presenting their name cards and official documents to Miwa, who then passes them along. So I'm sure Miwa has lots of experience dealing with all kinds of people. Hopefully, she'll have some good ideas.
General Goro, and the captain of Swordfish too.
We wanted to...
I see. So General Goro's friend wants to overcome his weakness, right?
That's right.
Well, my advice would be to hide what you are really thinking. Cast your minds back. Why do you think Yae Miko was able to tease General Goro's? It's because she always has that same smile on her face. So no one ever knows what she's really thinking. If General Goro's friend wants to go head-on with her, he must at least learn to do as she does, to conceal the workings of his mind.
Ah, you make so much sense. So what you're saying is, my friend...
Exactly. Many things look complicated on the surface, but often, all it comes down to is who loses their cool first.
Wonderful! You have my gratitude. I'm sure with your approach, that friend of mine will be able to overcome his weakness.
Then I wish General Goro's friend...
Well, I'm slowly starting to gain confidence. Oh, I suddenly remembered. Her Excellency update... Who knows? There may be some useful suggestions in there too. Let's go take a look, just to be thorough. Her Excellency handed me the general operational directives in 3 parts, and I think this is where I placed them.
Он бегает быстрее, чем вот этот бег, но при этом бегает медленнее, чем быстрый бег.
Let's see. Deployment and mobilization, logistics. Aha! How to avoid awkward social situations. Well, that's Her Excellency for you. Socializing is as important as a decisive battle. Know yourself and your enemy. Boy, if even Her Excellency treats this so seriously, then we'd really better be careful. What I take from this is it's not enough just to learn some general countermeasures. We need specific knowledge of Yae Miko's... But how do we figure her out? Yae Publishing House. Since she goes there often, perhaps we can find some telling... Let's go in and...
Мне кажется, они опубликовали путешествие, это путеводитель по Тайвату с линией Том, потому что скоро уже выходит Сумеру.
Ah, greetings. Here to buy some books? I must say that Lady Guji has... Apparently, the rumor goes that if you can impress Lady Guji with your writing, you're just one small step away from becoming... Yes. Well, first we screen all manuscripts, filter out the bad ones, and write...
So, you have close dealings with Guji Yae?
Well, for starters, she's a very busy person. Whenever she visits the Yae... Still, she seems very invested in Yae Publishing House. And on occasion, she'll share some of her promotion. Take That's Life magazine, for example. When we first started running it, sales were very poor. The return was barely covering costs, and for a while, but the fans weren't happy about the prospect of their favorite magazine being discontinued. They kept writing in, begging us to keep it going. Next thing you know, sales are through the...
That's Life? Wait, isn't that... Nothing, it just I didn't realize Yae Miko personally handled the marketing for Yae Publishing House. Yet more proof of her. Anyway, thank you very much.
No, that's all. Look, I'm not sure what your plan is here, but just my opinion. But she's the most mysterious person.
You think she's mysterious too? I guess we can forget. Actually, you said that this batch of light novels was... Maybe we could take a brief look. Perhaps we can get some...
Sure. If you're interested, I recommend... The protagonist doesn't have any particularly exciting abilities, but never fails to defeat strong opponents. It's...
Cunning strategies. In that sense, it...
Oh, there's an iconic line in this book that people quite like. One who relinquishes nothing also gains nothing. if you want to win when you're at a disadvantage...
Thank you for the... Well, one more string to our strategic bow. Although I didn't... It's time to put these theories to the test. Let's go to Yaemiko's lair.
Он оттуда бежит, да? Что нам делать? Что нам делать?
So this is the grand...
Hello there. You look like you have something weighing on your mind. The Grand Narukami's Shrine's fort.
I've heard that the generals of the past used to employ all sorts of divination techniques to find out their fortune. I'm not in the habit of it, but since the opportunity's come, let's draw one together.
Какая разница?
Let's see what... Oh no, this is a bad sign. The road ahead is going... You're right. When I think about it, I'm a general... Onward!
We're way behind schedule.
Any second now, we'll be face to face with her. Don't worry, all our hard work... She can forget about teasing...
Oh? You arrived a little later than expected. Did you run into some... But of course. That's why I'm here waiting.
So what if you knew we were coming? This time, we won't...
In the past, I used to have many believers coming to see me at the shrine every day. And most of them, especially those who came in pairs. 9 times out of 10, they were here seeking to know their future fate. Hoping that it would be a lifetime. If you're interested, I'd be quite...
Together for a lifetime? Remember what Shuhei said? We mustn't pay too much attention to... Otherwise, we may be fooled by her cunning...
Now that I think about it, perhaps I never needed to recommend... You can just leave all your fur grooming to your little friend here. Imagine her holding your tail in one hand, combing it gently with the other.
Stop being horny. Give your Mora.
Uh-oh, not good. My mind is already full of mental images. I'll have to resort to the method Miwa taught us.
By the way, there's really no point. You might be able to remain stony-faced if you really try, but with your tail swishing behind you, it tells everything.
What?
Then again, you know what? Most people only pay attention to your tail, but those soft, pointy ears are really just as fascinating.
There's only one method left. This is going to hurt me almost as much as it hurts my opponent. But there's no other way. I think the real reason you know me so well is that you're just like me. Just like me, you hug your tail when you go to sleep. And just like me, you daydream about someone else grooming your tail for you.
I see. You decided to admit your feelings in an effort to bring me down with... Not bad. I suppose this is a step forward for you. But I'm afraid I don't have a tail at all.
No! Retreat! Fighting on is futile. Better to conserve resources for the next confrontation. When I get back, I'm going to train harder than I...
Bye-bye now.
У тебя есть хвосты, я знаю их аж 5. Не знаю, что у тебя 5 хвостов. Ты обманываешь нас. Мы знаем, что у тебя есть хвосты.
Next on the agenda.
Не вернулась. Тогда делаем вот так. Где мисс Хины?
I don't come here often. Hey, there's...
Allow me to... Firstly, secondly, thirdly, and final... Yes, we...
Always make her...
Oh, I don't know whose fan club it is, but they... Did something happen?
Excuse me, something about you looks... I see.
Sorry.
Well, now's as good... Miss Hina is
Oh, well, she must be the polar opposite.
But he's the spit...
Shh.
At least let's take a...
We borrowed a camera
why do they want to take a picture with me? All right. That should do it.
Make way! The Miss He-
Hey, everybody! Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious, too. Huh? Why? As curious as I...
Все, она осталась. Так, теперь перезайдем, чтобы проверить. И достижение какое-то было. А, да. Пропала. Ладно. О. Сказать или не сказать, вот в чем вопрос. Дайте мне оружие. Пожалуйста, вспышка во тьме, вспышка во тьме, вспышка во тьме. Сука, ёбаный дождерез. Нахуя мне ваш дождерез, блин? Он у меня и так R5. Сука. Зараза. Тварь. Фавоне был бы не так жалко. Почему дождерез? Привет. Ты понимаешь, у меня дождерез... У меня 7 штук дождереза. Я уже один слил. Я оттуда не вижу. Мелкий текст. У меня астигматизм, и он расплывается. Ну, точнее, из-за астигматизма он раздваивается. Это астигматизма.
У меня астигматизм.
У нас у обоих астигматизм. Ты не понял.
Виталик, астигматизм это когда ты видишь. У меня в правом глазу, если что.
У меня в обоих.
Но у меня правый плюс. Олег минус. У меня плюс 2, минус 1.
А, у меня минус.
Плюс астигматизм. Фишка в том, что Виталик, астигматизм это когда ты
Блин, Хина пропала. Какая жалость. Гребаные дождери, сука. Тоже жалость. За все эти крутки, вот эти крутки. Сколько я сделал? Вот, у меня здесь же дождерез падал. Двадцать одна крутка. И здесь 18. Да, ладно. Текст.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Какая тварь его купила? А, или я это купил? А, не я. А, стоп. Блять, это я его купил. Извиняюсь за себя. Пускать-то будешь? А что ты этого... Ладно. Понятно, каком я заменила моно. Привет. Перепадутся. Охуеть. Вы меня впускать-то будете? Ладно.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Ладно. У Моны не вместилась шапка. А где? Блин. Завораживающие виды. Корону. Shit. Я не помню, я заходил, не заходил. Заходил. Да, я заходил. К КамАЗу я заходил. Пошла ты.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Ол, привет. Как дела? Привет, Татау. Как делишки? Пока, удачи.
It's so nice to de-stress. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
Открывай. Ёбаный в рот. Ладно, кусок земли соберу. Столько долбился. И нахрен долбился. Хотя я мог просто до завтра подождать и не покупать все это. Но неважно. Ага, теперь не хватает.
This realm is... If you ever...
The one before you. Ah.
Тварь.
This realm is...
что ли? Я все купил. Ах. Видишь. Ладно.
If you ever have...
$690, нормас. Нет, это у меня лаги. И что это такое? Не понял. Что это? Ладно. Не, выглядит стильно, молодежь. Ёпрст, это что это? Да, с эмблемами сегодня везет. Слушайте, а может перо для этой Сахарозы упадет? А, мне не перо нужно, мне цветок. Цветок. Может мне цветок упадет? О, безушник.
I'll scout ahead.
Эй, команда под физручника не подобрал, ну пофиг. Да, физурон. Сколько у нее физурона? 192.
Beg for mercy. Shudder. Leave it all to me. Flood of frost. I condemn you.
Let me amuse myself before. So...
Crush. Beg for mercy. Rack and ruin.
The more, the merrier. The systems shine
Freeze!
no longer.
Eye for an eye. More speed.
Picked the wrong test subject.
О! Хорош! Мега хорош с мастерством стихии и восстановлением энергии. Супер-мега хорош. Чел хорош. Супер, мега, дупер хорош. Чел хорош. Охуителен. Не кринжанул. Супер, мега хорош. Конфетка. И тут мастерство. И... Смотрите, мастерство. 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 Ой, я еще и улучшать могу. Тогда я лучше это улучшу. Основа нормально. Нет, мне лучше этот перо. Опять заиграла песни из заставки. Мастерство стихий! Да, чуть-чуть мастерства упало. Но... Но, что у меня вообще стояло? Не вот это? Нет, не могло вот это. Не это. Скорее, нет. Я серьезно поставил и без мастерства стихии. Ой, чел кринжанул вообще, блядь. Кринжанул, насрал в кувшин, блядь. Чел плох. Ну, сила так и ладно. Не, конечно. Какая сила атаки на коррозию? Ну, пусть будет. Еще и это надо прокачать. Но в другой раз.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Ха-ха. А это... Я поступил везде тут. Ура! Что ж, на этой замечательной ноте мы будем с вами заканчивать. С вами был я, Рока. Всем удачи, всем пока-пока-пока. Пока!